his face among the sand. Rattlesnake, where'd you go? Watch for step, turmoil land. Rattlesnake, let me go.
Engineer!
Yes, General.
Engineer, is this not the place I sent the food bringer?
I believe it is, sir.
And how long should a trip like this take?
I don't know, 3 days, sir.
And how long has it been?
5 days, sir.
I was afraid of this.
Should I call the doctor, perhaps, to calm your spirits?
I'm the general. I will be doing the commanding. Thank you. Doctor!
General?
Doctor, do you have anything to calm my nerves?
Perhaps. What seems to be the issue?
Oi! Don't act like you can't hear every damn thing they're saying from in there.
Jeff? This conversation does not require your assistance.
Yeah, never does.
Engineer, is this true?
Typically, yes, sir. We don't converse with the chef.
No, I'm talking about our living quarters. Have the walls thinned out any since their creation?
I don't know, sir. Let me check.
Doctor, were you listening in on our previous conversation?
Will I be flogged for listening in?
Only if it was deliberate.
Then yes, I could hear.
Told ya.
Sir, he's right. The walls have thinned. They're only 5 microcentimeters.
Thinning this time of year?
This is not what I needed to calm my nerves. Doctor, please tell me you have a cure.
I'm afraid not. If my walls have thinned, then all my tools are now junk. Except... It appears you're suffering from... hunger. Why not ask the chef?
Because we ain't got any food. That's why the food bringer's gone in the first place, and that's why I'm cooking up these
And
tires.
the fixer isn't coming through for another silver moon. Without his supplies, I cannot get these walls refueled.
Then where the hell is the food bringer?
Perhaps I may be of some assistance.
Before you approach, stranger, I'll have you know that this fortress is owned by the king.
I am not the stranger, silly man.
Engineer,
Yes, sir.
does this man look like the stranger to you? He claims he is not.
Well, if he claims he's not the stranger, sir, then he must not be.
Just to clarify, you are not the stranger.
Certainly not. I have, however, crossed his path many times over.
I think he might be the trickster.
I've heard tales of the trickster wandering these lands. Doctor!
General?
Come here! What does this look like to you?
Is he not the stranger?
He says he's not the stranger. I think he's the trickster.
If you were wondering, I am not the trickster either.
Did you hear?
What?
That man there is the Wanderer.
Closer, but no.
All right, then why don't you just tell us who you are already?
Well, why didn't you just ask in the first place? I am the Philosopher.
Do you have any food?
I'm afraid I do not, but what I do have is a solution to your food problem. May I come over?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry for all the confusion. You see, the king keeps security tight. This way. Welcome to Fort Silvertongue. Have you seen many fortresses?
Only a few, and never any so elaborate.
That was my doing.
Yes, well, thank you. You see, the king handpicked our little troop, you see.
And this is a fine troop indeed. But where is the food bringer?
You see, Philosopher, that's the little problem we've been having.
Hey, Philosopher, how do you like your tire? Oh, no, thank you. I'm holding back on my rubbers. More for us, then.
You see here, Philosopher, This bottle here represents where we sent the food bringer to search for food.
And that was 5 days ago.
And he should have been back 3 days ago. So now we have no food and no food bringer.
And no word from the food bringer either, I take.
None.
Well, now it is my time to show prosperity unto you, as you have towards me.
What's that?
Come, everyone, tell me what you know of the philosopher.
What is the meaning of this?
Answer my question, General.
I'll go first. I don't know anything about you.
Good. Anyone else? Any answer will do.
You philosophized.
Correct.
What does that even mean?
I've heard you solve problems.
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner. Doctor, could you repeat what you said so the chef can hear you?
I heard him. You solve problems.
That's right. It's my appointed job to solve problems.
Is this self-appointed, or are you for the king?
Why, good General, I am for the god.
The god?
Good enough for me. Now let's see that food.
I already told you I do not have food, but only a solution to your food problem.
Then the solution then.
The solution is to eat him.
Eat me?
Yes, you must eat this man's flesh, and then your problems will be solved. Thank you. Now there are others that need them.
But now hold on a minute.
I already solved your problem. From where is this dilemma arising?
You just told us to eat the engineer.
Yes,
And
that's it.
that's it.
Yes. Eat the engineer, and you will no longer have a food problem. I can't make it any simpler
We
than that.
can't just eat the engineer.
Well, this is no time to be picky now, General.
I am not being picky. I am telling you we cannot eat a fellow silver tongue. Our problem is not solved, and you are not abolished of your duties at this fortress by order of the king.
I do not serve the king, silly man.
Will you do now? Doctor,
Yes, General.
bring me something to tie the philosopher to this chair.
Of course. Will this do?
That'll do nicely. Thank you, Doctor. Now, you are gonna tell us how to solve our food problem.
I already have. It's up to you to follow it or not.
You want us to eat the engineer.
God! Yes, precisely.
Okay, why him?
Well, that's simple. He's the least useful member of the Silver-Tongued tribe.
What? Hey, hold on, engineer. How so?
Engineer,
Yes.
what is it exactly that you do here?
Well, I make sure things run smoothly. I check the depths of the walls and I search for holes in case of intruders. And I raise the flag every morning.
Doctor, do you know how to use a tape measure?
I suppose I do.
And could you raise that flag?
Well, I suppose physically, yes, I would be capable.
Precisely. He's the least useful member of the Silver-Tongued tribe.
God.
Now hold on a minute. Nobody's eaten anyone just yet.
Now, General, I have to say, when is the last time you had something to eat?
Doctor,
5 days ago.
5 days ago.
Ooh, not good.
What?
You've got to be starving. All of you, really.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we're gonna eat a fellow silver tongue, no matter how useless he is.
Your tribe asked me to solve your problem, and I have done so. Now, allow me to go.
Now hold on, General.
Why don't we just eat him?
Huh. Now, what do you think of that?
That would certainly be another solution to your problem. But understand that eating me is not the best solution. It truly would be to eat him.
Now, why is that?
As I mentioned before, he is the least useful. And in the grand scheme of things, I am the most useful.
The most useful out of all of us.
Yes, it is my appointed job to solve problems. Why, every fortress has problems.
Every fortress has the doctor.
Yes, but not every fortress has the philosopher. I am special. There are only a few of us. I'm trying to help. Don't you understand? By eating me, you're causing every single other fortress this side of the Silvershade River to have unsolved problems. And if the king were to find out that the Silver Tongue tribe was responsible for these problems going unsolved, well, there would be a whole mess of problems added to this fortress specifically by the king himself.
Well then, Philosopher, what do you suggest we do?
Follow my original plan and eat the boy. You need the doctor, you need the chef, and you certainly need the general. What other options do you have at this point?
Hey there, buddy. What you doing there?
Teaching myself how to do surgery.
Now, why would you want to do something like that?
So I'm not so useless anymore.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I have no idea how to raise that damn flag.
Engineer! Were you listening in on our previous conversation?
No, sir.
Would you measure the depth of your living quarters?
It's 5 microcentimeters, sir.
Why didn't you just run?
I didn't want to be so useless.
Well then, General, permission to leave?
Granted.
Many thanks. If I see the king, I shall tell him your troubles have been solved.
And if I see the king, I shall ask him permission to abolish the philosopher.
Now, that's no way to thank me.
Hi! Sorry I'm late. Navigator vanished on me. Has the king replaced me?
No, my friend. We've been fooled by the trickster.